Namaste, greetings, and a very warm welcome to you all to Astro Times today. In today's session, I am going to critically analyze the eighth house in the chart of a woman, in the horoscope of a woman. This discussion is restricted only to a female chart. It will not apply to a male chart. Please remember this point. Please remember this point before putting any comments or calling me. Okay? Nowadays, this marriage has become more a commercial activity than a social responsibility. Once upon a time in the society, let us say some 15 years or 20 years back, or of late 8 or 10 years back, let us say, still there were some people who used to feel that marriage is a social responsibility. But today, times have completely changed. The mindset, today's mindset is marriage is a profit. And I don't hesitate to say again that today marriages are being viewed as a source of profit. Once upon a time, both bride and groom, or let us say male or female, they were of accommodating type. But in today's society, neither male is going to accommodate if he is not comfortable, nor female is going to accommodate herself if she is not comfortable with her husband. So it is the social responsibility. So this particular angle, this particular point highlights the importance of horoscope matching in current day scenario, the given scenario. Okay. Next, it is the social responsibility of the astrologer to make sure that the horoscopes are properly matched without any commercial angle while analyzing the horoscopes. Nowadays, most of the even astrologers, they have become more commercialized nowadays. I don't hesitate even to say that marriages are commercialized. Astrologers are also commercialized. Astrologers are sometimes not hesitating even to change the horoscopes or rectify the birth times which are not basically needed. Birth time rectification is often misused by astrologers. Sometimes these astrologers are of Shylock tradition. Okay. Today's discussion, I restrict only to the 8th house of a woman chart. 8th house in a woman chart is called as represents her Saubhagya Sthana. Basically, 8th house speaks about the longevity, whether it is a male chart or a female chart. But in a women chart, we can get additionally additional information about the longevity of her husband as well. If any malefic influences are there on the 8th house, that may substantially affect the longevity of the husband, even though the horoscope of a husband promises Urna that is more than 75 years. Nowadays, the astrologers are not properly checking the horoscopes. They are restricting themselves only to the matching points of a Panchanga. This is their core area, and this is what their limitation, and this is what they know. They are all self-styled astrologers. Please be aware while you are approaching any astrologer for the horoscope matchings of your son or of your daughter. Now let us go into the subject and discuss the 8th house. Whether it is a male or a female, 2 and 7 houses are called as Markasthanas. In a woman chart, 8th house also speaks about the longevity of the husband. This is what we already discussed. Now let me highlight some key important points the astrologer has to verify while reading the chart of a female native or matching of horoscopes. Even the slightest mistake also may affect the longevity of the husband. First and foremost, 8th house should not be occupied by any planet. It is best. At the same time, the 2nd house also should not be occupied by any planet. But I think this is practically not possible. At least practically, there are so many horoscopes where both 2nd house and 8th house are not occupied by any planets. That is possible, but most of the horoscopes will not be there. We can say 50% chance is there. Okay. If it is not occupied, it is well and good. Particular focus the astrologer has to give on the planet, on natural malefics like Sun, Mars, Rahu, Ketu and Saturn. Out of this we can eliminate Sun straight away. He will not cause any Mangalya dosha to in any woman chart. As regards this 8th house is concerned, he may be otherwise may act as a malefic to her husband in some other cases, but as regards this 8th house is concerned, he will not affect her Mangalya Bala, strength of her Mangalya. These planets should not be posited either in 8th house or 2nd house. That is condition number 1. Okay. So, 2nd house, 7th house is least minimum Marakasthana. 2nd house is somewhat more Maraka than intensity of the 2nd house is much more than the 2nd house when this Maraka effect is concerned. And finally 8th house. 8th house is the strongest Maraka as regards her husband's longevity is concerned. Okay. 8th house should not be occupied by any malefics. We are left with only 4 malefics now. Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu. Out of this, we eliminated Sun. If 8th house is occupied by natural benefits, remaining planets are natural benefits. Jupiter, Venus, the moon with Pakshabala. What is moon strength? We already discussed in some other video. Please watch that video as well. And Mercury associated with any of these planets, that means Mercury associated with any of the benefics. Mercury cannot give independent results on his own. He must be associated with any of the benefics like Jupiter, Venus or waxing moon. Then we can say that he's a benefic. Here I will tell you one more important point. Either 11th lord or 7th, 11th lord or 12th lord should not be placed in 8th house. That may weaken the Mangalya Bala of the concerned female native. But 8th lord can be placed in 11th house. 11th house also speaks about gains. So Mangalya lord can be placed in gains house, but gains lord should not be placed in Mangalya house. Please underline this point. In addition to this, astrologer, when if first astrologer has to verify Rasi chart. If astrologer comes to a primary conclusion that there is no Mangalya Bala to this native in Rasi chart, he has to consult the D9 chart for a second opinion. He has to take a second opinion from D9. If D9 also speaks the same language, then it is final. It is a final conclusion that the concerned women native is not having any Mangalya Bala. That is a primary conclusion. Primary conclusion. That is secondary conclusion. Sorry. Next, when she may suffer widowhood means during the Mahadasa or Antardasa of these planets, of the associated planets with the 8th house, she may become a widow. Okay. When analyzing all these things, astrologer has to keep in mind the strengths of each and every planet is involved, their dasa and antardasas, their association with other planets and other houses as well. Then only astrologer has to give the judgment. Astrologer must be more meticulous while analyzing the 8th house of any female native. These are only few points that are in my knowledge that I want to share with you. Anyway, I cannot share all the full points because it abnormally increases the length of this video and the whole purpose of this video will be defeated. Next time when you are approaching any astrologer for the horoscope matching of your progeny, please make very sure that the concerned astrologers are paying a special attention on the 8th house of the bride. Okay. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye and God bless you all.